Hello everyone, my name is Darkblack, and in this episode, as you can see from right behind us, we are going to be gearing up and taking down the Ender Dragon. I hope you guys are ready. Hello everyone, welcome to episode 8 of our Hardcore All the Mods 9 Let's Play series. I did something new with the intro, let me know how you guys feel about it. I'm gonna try doing more new things depending on what I see from the analytics, to hopefully make this content better for you all. But let's not waste a second and let's just get straight into the video. So as you saw, we are going to be beating the Ender Dragon today. And what we're going to need to do that is we're going to need to gear up a little bit. So we're going to have to craft ourselves a little bit of things. One of those things being iron jetpacks. We're going to want ourselves a jetpack to actually go ahead and enter the end, because we're going to be able to fly around. We won't be able to fall into the void as easily. If anything, we might not have to worry about falling into the void at all, and it's just going to help us move around a lot. Now, before we go ahead and craft this, I will go ahead and show you actually how to craft it, because it's literally the exact same amongst all of these crafts. They're all the exact same, so I guess we could just show the diamond tier, or the wooden tier, actually. But it literally is just this setup, except you replace this leather strap, which is just iron nuggets and leather. You just replace that with the different backpacks, as you can see, and then all you're going to need to make is these thrusters and capacitors. To make the thrusters, it's just a furnace, 3 capacitors, and an energy cell, plus whatever you're using. In this case, it's wood. And to make basic energy cell, you'd literally just put a basic coil with wood on the side, and then the basic coil itself is really easy. It's just iron, stick, and 2 redstone. And that's just going to go ahead and make ourselves this. The wooden capacitor is just 3 of these energy cells surrounded by the other thing. And it's literally the exact same as this. It's replaced with silver instead of wood. It's the same amongst all of it. It's really easy to craft. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So yeah, I think what we're going to have to go ahead and make, because there is a hover speed, which we want this to be 0. And as you can see, the one that gives us that is emerald. So it looks like we're going to go ahead and make ourselves an emerald backpack. So I will see you guys once I go ahead and craft that up. And just like that, we finally have all of the materials required to actually make this emerald jetpack. It did take a little bit, but it was well worth the process, and this actually adds armor to us. Now, how this works is we're going to actually need energy on us, but to do that, we're going to have to get into Flux Networks again, the mod that gives us the wireless power that is powering our storage system right here, this mod. And to do that, we are going to need to make ourselves something called a player transmitter, I believe, from Flux Networks. No. It is called the Flux Controller, I believe. Yes, this is it. Okay, so to make this, it's really easy. We're just going to go ahead and make ourselves a bit of these. We need to make, apparently, ourselves, like, 3 more of these, but to do that, we're going to need some flux dust. That is fine, because we can go ahead and make ourselves this rather easily. If you guys remember, you just throw redstone over there. We're going to get ourselves a single piece of obsidian. It's very simple. We're just going to do that. And then all we have to do is punch it. And there's our flux dust. So let's quickly craft this up. This should only take a second, and then I'll show you guys how this works. And just like that, we can go ahead and now get ourselves this flux controller. And now what this is going to do is, if we go ahead and set it on top of our energy network right here, we can have it set to the network for power. And we can basically have this set up to charge our different slots. And what we're going to do with that is we're going to have it charge basically everything. And then we're going to click apply and then turn on wireless charging. Now, as you can see, if we look in here, this is now charging with energy. And this is just going to allow us to now not have to worry about this slot at all. And if I'm not mistaken, this goes into the body slot. So let's figure out where that is really quick, and I can show you guys how this works. And there it is. There's the body slot. And as you can see on the side, we can see our energy. This thing isn't going to fill up anytime soon. It can hold 48 million energy. But how this works is we can basically just, I forget the controls for this. Okay, H is for hover, and then V is for engine on. I have my keybind set already. This is gonna probably end up being different for you, but this is how I have mine set up. But how this now works is if we just turn this on, you can see that this is going to allow us to fly. However, if I'm not mistaken, we still take fall damage. So yeah, we still take fall damage, so we're gonna need to be extremely careful until we can get a way to entirely negate fall damage. And what I wanted to get for that is bunny slippers. However, we currently can't find them because it's from the artifacts mod. And what it basically does is it allows us to have immunity to fall damage and doubles our jump height. This is very good, however, clearly we can't get that. So we're just going to need to be really careful. The nice thing about this, though, is if we turn on hover mode, we can now basically have creative mode flight, and we can tone down the speed, and we're probably gonna tone down the speed. I don't know how we're gonna do that. I don't remember what my controls are, so let me quickly take a look at what the controls are. Alright, so I did figure it out, and what we're just gonna end up doing is we're most likely gonna just have our settings down to like 20 or 40. And this gives us really good control over this, and as you can see, even when hovering, it only drains our energy slightly. So we want to make sure that when we're doing this, we're not wasting energy. But other than that, we now basically have a method of kind of creative flight. And that is really, really nice. And that's going to help us a lot, especially when looking for the Stronghold. Now, that's not all that I want to do. I want to get ourselves set up with some potentially stronger gear, because our gear right now is really good, but I'm not sure how it's going to work when we actually go to the end, when there's mythic tier bosses. So we're going to get some extra food, and we're going to end up getting ourselves a better shield. So I'll see you guys when we craft that up. Alrighty, and I think that we are set to go ahead and kill this Ender Dragon. As you can see, I got myself a osmium shield. It's going to be better and tougher than an iron shield. And as well as that, I crafted up ourselves a enchanted golden apple. That is going to save us in case something really bad happens and we just need it last second. It's just going to be helpful. And yeah, I think we're ready to go ahead and find these, I don't know why I said it like that. We're going to go ahead and find the Stronghold, and I don't even think we're going to need to use Eyes of Ender. I think that we can actually go ahead and craft ourselves something called a structure compass. But before we go ahead and actually do that, we're going to actually make ourselves some netherite seeds, because this is going to help us so much in terms of actually getting this netherite, because these netherite seeds don't give ancient debris. They give full, like, iron ingots. I mean, netherite ingots. Sorry, my speech was a little bit fluffed there since that zombie. But now, look at that. We got ourselves some netherite seeds. And with this, we can actually literally just straight up grow whole ingots of netherite. And very quickly, too. And this is also going to allow us to pretty soon be able to head on and get ourselves all the modium stuff. And that is going to be even better. But we're going to go ahead and plant these down just like that. And these are going to just start growing insanely fast. Let's go ahead and head on over to our storage system and actually craft ourselves some netherite. And as you can see here, we actually went ahead and crafted a couple of things off camera. So some of the things that we crafted were these quartz, redstone, and emerald seeds. And now we have these netherite seeds. And with this, we can literally just put these in a crafting table like this. And we get whole netherite ingots. This is such a powerful mod. And now we're literally set on anything netherite. And that is one of the things that we actually need netherite for, is the structure compass. Because if we go ahead and take our nature's compass, put 4 netherite ingots on the corners and some alzheimerdium on these sides, we're going to go ahead and get ourselves a structure compass. And what this is going to allow us to do is we can literally just come out here and then we can type into the search bar, better strongholds. And it'll basically locate the stronghold for us. And as you could see, it's 7,000 blocks in that direction. So a very similar story with how the desert situation was, except this time we have a jetpack. So getting over there is going to be significantly easier than before. But before we leave, let's go ahead and grab our Eyes of Ender, and yeah, let's head on over to the Stronghold. And guys, we are here. It took no time whatsoever to actually get here. It took my PC a second to render it because I went so fast that the entire place didn't render at all. You can even see, like, right behind me, there's, like, nothing back there because none of it is rendered properly due to, me being a little speed demon. So now that we're actually here, as you can see from the structure compass, we're right on top of it. And all we need to do now is we just need to dig down. And we're gonna just dig down like this. And yeah, we should reach the bottom relatively soon. Oh, I am so excited. And it does look like it is going to be underwater. So that's a little painful. But I'm gonna see you guys when I actually get down to the stronghold. And we are here. We are now inside the better stronghold. Oh, we're already at this point in the game where we're having to go ahead and now take out the Ender Dragon. This is insane. Like, I'm so nervous, but let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna go ahead and, I think, according to this, because we're not really here for any of this other loot. This other loot is okay, but it's not that good. But if we look here on... Okay, that makes me a little worried. But if we look here on the mini-map and we go down a layer, which is the layer that we're on, that is the room right across from us. So we just need to head over a room. And we just head this way? And then we just head on over here. If anything, we could just dig into the room. Like, realistically. Like, oh no, I'm digging into the room, how terrible. Like, we could just dig right into it. I actually think it's below us. And yes, it is. We're gonna go ahead and eat up a little bit. But if we head on over to here... First of all, we're gonna need to take out these skeletons. But our sword is more than capable of doing exactly that. We need to take out the skeleton. An amethyst geode spawned in the middle of it. That's so whack. An amethyst geode just decided to generate here. That's amazing. Okay. Well, this is it, guys. We're here. We are at the end portal. We're gonna call this end portal. And now if we ever need to teleport back here, we could just teleport here. Oh, boy. This is scary. I'm gonna be for real. This is not like... This is terrifying. Because I don't know what's gonna happen in here. We only get one shot to actually kill him. If we can't kill him... We're stuck in the end for forever, and we won't be able to get out until we beat him. Don't mind the arrow in my head. It's fine. But we're gonna go ahead and do this. This is crazy. But we're gonna go ahead, put all the eyes into here. So, after that situation, I went back and grabbed ourselves the last Eye of Ender. And we're gonna just go ahead and slap it right into here, and... Yep. This is it, guys. This is the end portal. We're gonna be heading on into here, and it's gonna be crazy. I'm honestly really nervous, but also excited about this. But without further ado, let's head right into the end. Let's beat this bad boy. Oh boy. And the end battle in here is a lot more terrifying. Because it has like a church kind of thing in here, if I'm not mistaken. The bell is ringing. Oh boy. With shaders, this place looks absolutely menacing. And that's the building we need to go to fight the Ender Dragon. Alright, guys. Well, as you guys know, my name is DarkBlack, and we're about to make a very foolish or very good decision. So we're gonna go ahead, and we're gonna go fight this guy. Let's do this. As soon as we enter this area, he's gonna spawn. Oh boy. This is terrifying. Whilst he's spawning, let's go ahead and open these up, because we can't break the crystals, but we can open this up so that we can hit the crystals. You gotta be big brain time. So we're gonna head over here, we're gonna break all of these. And oh boy. There it is, guys. The Ender Dragon. We need to be so careful with this. But we're gonna go ahead and try beating him with our gear. I think we can do it. We're just gonna go ahead. We're gonna break this. We need to be careful of the Ender Dragon coming towards us and hitting us. Whilst I was at base, I did grab ourselves a bow. And we're gonna just go ahead and destroy these one by one from a safe distance. I have just enough arrows to destroy all of these. We need to be careful of the Ender Dragon. If he hits us, we're gonna take a lot of damage. We're gonna just try to avoid him. And we're gonna just take out all of these. Oh boy. I think he hit us there, so we need to be careful. It didn't look like he did that much damage, but he is definitely chasing me, and I don't like it. I don't like you. You should not chase me. Oh boy. That's gonna do a lot of damage. Okay, we just have a few more crystals to go, and then we could actually start attacking this guy. So, we need to just hurry and take out these crystals as fast as possible. And hopefully he perches relatively soon, because, that way we'll be actually able to hit him, because I don't want to try taking him out with arrows. That's not good. That is not good. He made that area unable to be hit. He's gonna go ahead and perch here in a second. We're not gonna be able to kill him, but I think, this is the last, thing we need to actually get rid of. So let's go ahead and get rid of this. He's perched, so we're gonna go ahead and, take that out. We could see that the Ender Dragon is still trying to chase us. Now this is more or less just a waiting game. We are not going to touch the ground, because as soon as we do, there's gonna be about 50,000 Endermen chasing us. And I'm not looking forward to that. So we're just gonna wait for her to perch, and hopefully this will all go well. I'm hoping that my sword can do enough damage with, Vorpal, and that we can just absolutely obliterate the Ender Dragon. Man, these shaders make this look so cool. It's kind of now just a waiting game. We just need the Ender Dragon to go ahead and perch for us. So come on. Alright, she's perching. Let's go ahead and do as much damage as we can. We're gonna head right over here, and we're just gonna whack at the head. We're hoping that Vorpal will come in and do some extra damage. Oh boy. Thankfully, this armor is really strong, so it's not actually hurting as bad as you'd think it would. We need to clear off this platform of Enderman. Oh no, that was my sword. Oh, we don't want to drop that. We definitely don't want to be dropping that. But she's back here. We can go ahead and hit her now. Come on. Dude, the Vorpal damage there did so much. It took out, like a third of her HP in a single hit. I think we just need one more perch, and then we can kill the Ender Dragon. Come on. Let's go. Come on. We got this. She keeps knocking me away. Come on. Oh, she just needs one more perch. Come on. Just immediately perch. Just don't even waste time trying to hit me. I'm just gonna fly away. Come on. This is so close. We almost got this. I'm so excited. Alright. And just like that, guys. GG. We did it. Let's go. Get wrecked! Oh boy. We're gonna go ahead and kill this Enderman really quick. But there it goes, guys. We beat the Ender Dragon in Hardcore All the Mods 9. Oh boy. That is a massive achievement. That feels so good to actually do. And we got so much good loot from that too. Just like that, we get a bunch of arcane essence, some dragon skins, and the dragon scales that we actually need to make the different materials for this, such as the magical soil. This feels so good. This is such an amazing achievement, and oh boy. Man. I was not expecting it to go as easy as it went. I'm really happy that it did, though. This armor definitely saved us a lot with all of the different Protection 3 on it. And we finally just... That feels so good. I am so happy with that. But with that all said and done, I think now it's time for us to go ahead and, we should go ahead and get ourselves this dragon egg. Because the dragon egg, as well, is used for a lot of really useful crafts, and it is going to be very helpful for us. And we can fight this Ender Dragon again, and we're most likely going to have to. But look at what I said. In this dimension, there's going to be so much prosperity ore. Literally just here, 25 prosperity shards. Like, it's so nice, and this is going to help us significantly. But with that said, we need to be careful of those guys. Those guys... These guys, when they hit us, make us teleport away. This is another reason why it's really nice to have this jetpack. Because those guys will be, trouble causers. But with that all said, we can just go ahead now. Oh, wait, we don't have sticks on us. We're gonna need to come back for that, because I don't think we can make ourselves a slab. Unless we can. We can. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a cobblestone slab. And with this, I'm pretty sure this works the same way as a torch. I may be wrong, but if I'm not mistaken, a slab will also work if we just go ahead and mine this up. And there we go. Just like that, guys. We got ourselves the dragon egg. Man, words cannot describe how happy I am for this run. This is my first hardcore run where I actually beat the Ender Dragon. Like, this is my first run where I've actually beaten it, so I was really nervous about this, but look at that, guys. We got ourselves the dragon egg and have beat the Ender Dragon. If you guys have made it this far, be sure to comment down below GG. Man, this is awesome. I'm so happy. And with that all said and done, we can now go ahead and head back into the overworld. And let's go ahead and do that, because before we go to the End Islands to get all of the other stuff, we need to come back with a few other resources. So, yeah, let's do this, guys. GG. Oh boy. I am so happy with this. Man. I'm struggling to put together sentences because I'm so happy. We finally beat the Ender Dragon in hardcore mode. This is my first time. This is insane. Man, GG, guys. G frickin' G. We're gonna go ahead and just head right back to our home. And just like that, it's like nothing ever happened. We're right back in our base. Our comfortable little home base. And with that all said and done, we can now, I think it's only fair that we get ourselves our pedestal, or we go ahead and craft ourselves a pedestal, and we're gonna just put our Ender Dragon egg on a nice little display. So we're gonna go ahead and get pedestal. And let's see, I think the way that we can go is we can just go ahead and make ourselves these display pedestals, which is just going to take us a block of quartz. And then we're going to just go ahead and combine that like so. And then we're just going to need to get ourselves a carpet, and we can get ourselves a gray carpet. Wool. I'm still shaking from that. This whole thing has been absolutely insane. And we're gonna just set that right here for now. Man. GG. That's insane. We got the dragon egg, and this now opens up so much for us, as now not only are we going to be able to get ourselves into a bunch of mods that require us to travel to the end, but on top of that, we can now get ourselves a bunch of resources that we previously could not obtain, such as unobtainium, and we're going to be getting that in this episode. But to do that, we're gonna need to go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of different things. And I'm actually not sure if we're gonna be able to get unobtainium in this episode now that I think about it, because unlike before, we have to go through a very extensive, we have to look through a lot of different things. And we're gonna need to do quite a couple of different things to actually get ourselves unobtainium, because we are going to need vibranium, and to get vibranium, we're going to need to get ourselves a vibranium smithing template, which can be only found, from what I've seen, inside treasure bastions. And you can't look up treasure bastions specifically, which is a massive pain. And if I'm not mistaken, the smithing template for Aldamadium, yeah, is in ancient cities. And I don't know about you, but I still am not ready to enter the ancient cities. I'm too scared that a warden might happen. We may have beaten the Ender Dragon, but the warden still definitely poses an insane threat. But what we can do this episode is travel to the End Islands and get ourselves not only chorus fruit, but we're also going to go ahead and get ourselves some prosperity shards. And maybe even get ourselves that elytra. Now, with this all said and done, I did bring a trap door with me. However, we don't technically need to use this trap door, because if you guys don't know, with the trap door, you can make yourself go down like this. But we have a personal shrinking device, so if we wanted to, we could just... let me see, what is the setting set to right now? Clearly nothing, so we're gonna go ahead and set this back, but we could literally just shrink down to microscopic, and we could just walk through it. And I think that's what I'm gonna do for the funny. We're gonna go ahead and walk through this. And we're going to need to set ourselves a waypoint here, and we're going to need to... unshrink ourselves. There we go. But look at that. We're already in an End Highlands. That is an amazing start for this. We're going to go ahead and branch this out since I may not want to constantly do this. However, we're going to quickly go ahead and make ourselves a waypoint right here. And it's going to be End Portal. We're going to set it to this color. And now this should just be here on the minimap. So that is really good. But the fact that an End Highlands is right here is amazing, because this means that we're going to be able to find unobtainium very easily. And I'll show you guys how we're going to do that most likely in the next episode, where we're probably going to go ahead and actually get ourselves some of these smithing templates. And yes, that does mean we're most likely going to end up having to go to an ancient city. If things go south, we're going to make sure that we have a way to get the hell out of there. Now, with that said and done, let's quickly go ahead and locate ourselves this ancient city. Or, I mean, the end city. So we're going to just go ahead and look this up. There's one 300 blocks away. That's not far away at all. We can actually just fly right over there. This is why the jetpack is so nice. And that is the end ship. Wow. Our luck is so good. The first one we find has an end ship. That is amazing. This is already going to significantly help us. And we're going to just go ahead, turn this off. Oh, and we have levitation, so actually we can't really turn this off, because we don't want to go ahead and do that. And also, the chests in here are going to be very good. We got an Orb of Temporary Flight, so that's Temporary Creative Flight. We get a Totem of Void Undying, which basically means we can't die to the Void. That's gonna be helpful. Gonna make sure to get our Walden Wings, and we're gonna go ahead, and if we see anything like a Mythic Tier item, we're gonna go ahead and take that. Now, this is the, traveling backpack upgrade, which that's going to be useful. There's a dragon scale. Clearly you can get dragon scales from other things besides killing the dragon. Thank you, I guess. We're going to take that, and we're most likely also going to take one of, nothing else actually in here. Nothing else is good, but there it is. We got ourselves our Elytra. Man, this is just such an amazing feeling to have actually gone ahead and done. Like, this is... I'm so happy right now. And it's not even over. This is just the start of our amazing adventure. Now, let's go ahead and get that chorus fruit. And now that we're here, we can just go ahead and collect all this. And there we go. We got ourselves some popped chorus fruit. Now... I mean, just chorus fruit. We're going to need to go ahead and cook this in a furnace to go ahead and get ourselves popped chorus fruit. But honestly, this episode has already been insane, and I think that we're going to just call it here. Anyways, that is all the time we have left in this video. Thank you guys for staying until the very end. If you did in fact enjoy it, a like and a sub would be very much appreciated, as it helps me continue to grow my channel and eventually be able to take this as a full-time job. And if you guys are interested in helping me out more, go sub to my Patreon, as that's where you can get a lot of really cool benefits, including being shouted out in every single video. I'd highly recommend doing it, as it supports me in the best way possible. And if you guys are new to this channel, go check out episode 1 and start this series from the very beginning. And if you guys missed the last episode, go check out episode 7. But anyways, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, peace out.